welcome back to the Painted Lip, and today I'm actually going to do a little haul for you. Well, I shouldn't say little because it isn't. It's an accumulation of products I have purchased in the last couple of months. I've been a little bad in terms of the quantity, but I haven't purchased things in a very long time prior to this. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first thing I keep on hearing about, well, I've been actually coveting and stalking this website, and it's Melt Cosmetics. And first they were known for their foundations, no, their lipsticks. And I haven't purchased any lipsticks, but what I have purchased are their stacks and their eyeshadow stacks. So it comes like this in a stack, comme ça, and it's magnetized. So the first part is a mirror, and then you have your eyeshadows. Let's see if I can do this without like totally getting my fingers. Anyway, they come like okay, totally get my fingers in there, but anyway. So this one is the dark matter stack. So, and then there's blur, which is kind of a nice transition, kind of blurring out the edges. For a smoky eye, what have you. Kind of a camel color. Oh god, I got the other one really good. This next one is Unseen, which is a deeper kind of warm brown. Next one is Enigma, which is this kind of russet, reddy kind of tones, which I have underneath the eye. Really, really pretty. And the last one is Dark Matter, which is black. They're all matte. Fairly good pigmentation, but I can do a review in a little more in depth if you would like. Anyway, it came in this nice little box. Yes. So, moving on. I've been getting into, I love my foundations, and those of you, I don't know if you know that, but I'm a bit of a foundation trollop. So I have purchased a few of them in the last couple of weeks. First of all, what I'm wearing today is the Diorskin Nude Air. It's their new one, and I have it in Ivory 010. Comes like this, beautiful packaging, dropper, very liquidy and velvety. Gives you just kind of your skin. As you can tell, there's not much going on. It's not super glowy. It's just nice and natural. I believe, does that have SPF in it? Yeah, 25. Whatever. The next one I purchased is the Diorskin Nude. It's Nude Skin Glowing Makeup, SPF of 15, and I have this in the shade 020. Yeah, and that's what that looks like. Super pretty, gives your skin just a more of a kind of, obviously what it says, a glow to it. Next thing, I've been looking at this for a little while now, and I have the Naked Basics one, and I really quite like that. Great for traveling because it has pretty much any color you want. And then I bought the 2, which is a little bit cooler tones. And again, these are matte, except for I think Skimp, which is this highlighter here that has a slight satin kind of to it. That's great for like inner corner or brow bone or wherever you want. Just a nice touch of a highlight. There's that. What else did I buy? Okay, so I also I love these Makeup Forever high definition blushes. They're cream blushes. It's what I have on my cheeks at the moment, and I have this one in 220, and this is just a perfect flush in the cheeks. It melts right into the skin, and you don't have to worry about it sitting on top. I've been on like a Dior, like friggin', I don't know, craziness, man. So always heard about, not always, I've heard about this particular lip pencil, and it's by Dior. It's the Crayon Contour Lièvre, or lip liner pencil. Let's read the English first, shall we? Yes. Anyway, and this was in the color Greige, and I can't remember if it was Nikki Tutorials or TT Sandra who talked about it, but it's a nude. Let me see if I can do it justice. Yeah, it's a pinky nude right here with kind of a brown kind of undertones. So that's it right there. really pretty, nice, smooth, creamy formulation. I don't know if I'd get more just because it is kind of expensive, and I don't wear a lot of lip liners, to be honest. But that's kind of a nice one to have in my collection for basics. Speaking of basics, another Dior product, whatever. This one's a Dior Addict Extreme, and it's a lipstick. It comes in beautiful packaging again, and this one's color is called Incognito. And let me just, I'll put that. It's kind of a sheer formulation, but a really super pretty nude. Those of you know I'm not a huge like lipstick wearer in terms of bright kind of colors, but this is more up my alley. Really, really pretty. Just a beautiful wash, like a mauvey pinky kind of brown color. It's what I generally would wear for a lipstick. Moving on. Now I heard this is kind of interesting because at first I thought it was kind of a gimmick, but then I tried it and I actually quite like it, and it reminds me a lot of MAC's mineral charged water, but I think this actually does more than what MAC's does, unfortunately, because MAC's is cheaper for me. Anyway, whatever, we won't get started. Anyway, this is the Smashbox Photofinish Primer Water, silicone free, alcohol free, and oil free. And this is what it looks like. You can put it on prior to your foundation or afterwards to kind of refresh it. And it has, I guess, electrolytes in it. Hydrate for skin, provides a primer, and it revitalizes complexion to boost radiance. So that's kind of nice. I quite like it. My foundation does go on a lot nicer and a lot more easily with it. But you know, whether it fills in the pores and so forth, not so much. And I've got fairly large pores, so this is beautiful for everything else. On the trend of the Pantone kind of color, the Marcella, which is that kind of have, I guess kind of have it on my lips right now, the look. It's that earthy, pinky, beigey, brown, not quite burgundy wine color, you know what I mean? And the closest thing that I found is, I guess now, this what I'm wearing, which is, I'll get to in a second. But the other thing with one swipe is this by Bite Beauty. And this one is called Glace, and this is their matte cream lip crayon. And it's this, it's again up my alley in terms of colors, and that's it right there. Super pretty. It goes on nice and creamy and smooth. It lasts, and I'm a big fan of Bite Beauty, to be honest. I want to get some more of their colors, and yeah, Bite Beauty, good old Canadian company. I went to MAC just recently and picked up a few little goodies. And I'm wearing Faux satin lipstick right now on my lips, over top of Morning Coffee lip pencil. So this is what Faux looks like. Just, you know, pinky nude. I see a trend here. A little more pink to it. It's that one right there. But it still has a little bit of brown undertone, but a little bit brighter mid-tone pink. And then I'll show you Morning Coffee lip pencil. It is a Prolongwear lip pencil and very, very creamy, really super nice. I'm going to swatch that right beside Faux. So that's Morning Coffee right there. If you're looking for kind of Whirl or Soar or those kind of the 90s kind of lip color, which I don't know why is huge right now, but it is. And you can't find Soar or Whirl anywhere in MAC stores. They're sold out, and they've been sold out for quite a while. This is going to be a nice kind of alternative to that, and still going to give you that. And that's what I have all over my lips, filled in, and then Faux over top. Just saying, if you want it. Love this mascara. Again, this is from MAC. Love it, love it, love it. I use it on my bottom lashes. It's going to give great length and definition. Lasts for hours without giving the flakes underneath or kind of smudging underneath. And this is the Extended Play Gigablack Lash. And this is what it looks like. And I'll show you the brush. that is the brush. It's very, very small, but I love it. So this is another lip pencil. Not too sure about this one. It looked different in the store. I don't know if she grabbed me the wrong one, but this is Sublime Culture Creamstick Liner. It's one of those twist up ones. I've never used these before, and yeah, it's this one right there. I think that's it from MAC. So this is it. Is it? No, not. That's right, I bought two more things. This is the 286, and it's a duo fiber. It's slim. I have the 224, which it's quite fluffy. Anyway, this one has a little bit of a point right there. I don't know if you can tell. And it's a duo fiber. And it's my first time using it today with this makeup look. And, you know, it's not really all that stiff. I was hoping for a little bit stiffer, to be honest with you. Stiffer. Anyway, moving on. Anyway, so I used it to kind of blend the crease, and you know, it works pretty well. It's not exactly what I want, so I'm still on the hunt. I know there's a Morphe brush that's kind of like that, but anyway. Now, I think this is the last thing I bought from MAC. This is the color... Okay, this is the color Blooz, and it's an eye kohl, and it's just a deep kind of navy color. I'll swatch that, and that's it right there. And yeah, no, that's gonna be super pretty in the waterline. It's like a blackened blue, a little bit deeper than a regular navy, but yeah, so that's gonna be really pretty in the waterline, or just a little pop of color. Let's get that hair out of the eye before, you know, people get annoyed. Anyway, is that better? Yeah. Fun. Sometimes I like to wear darker, kind of interesting colors. And this is by a brand called Ardency. I don't have anything else from them, and I'm not all that familiar with them. So if anyone knows anything about them, please just put anything down below. And I bought the color Blue Black in their lipstick. It's the Modster Long Play Supercharged Lip Color. 3.5 grams. Not bad. So I'm gonna swatch that. Super creamy, nice kind of navy dark blue color eyeshadow, which I do now have with the melt, but this is going to be super pigmented, and it's by Mehron, and it's the Intense Pressed Pigment Black, or Carbon, I think it is. Yeah, super black. Let me just do a little swatch here. That's what it looks like with just kind of a round, with just one kind of swirl. Let's see if I can, and that's how it comes out. Found a new mascara that I'm absolutely loving for volume. Don't get me wrong, I still love my MAC Opulash Optimum Black, but this is fantastic, and it's a drugstore mascara, and I love drugstore mascaras. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and it kind of, from what I've read and seen and all that, it's like the new one from Benefit, the way the bristles are and everything, with that curve and the small little bristles at the end. It's a plastic wand. It doesn't have like the regular kind of bristles of old. But yeah, it gets in. It's what I have on my top lashes, and I love it. Like, it doesn't smudge. So I did splurge on a few of these other things. And I honestly don't know if I'm happy I got them. I'm not regretting that I got them, but they're super pretty. Anyway, this is the Tom Ford Eye Cream in Platinum. Let me see if I can swatch that here. And it's so smooth and beautiful. It doesn't crease, which I thought it would, because generally these kind of colors do. That's Platinum right there. I've used it on its own. And I've used it as a base underneath, and it's really pretty. I'd like to see more colors and see how they work. This is kind of a nice light bronzy, well, platinum color, I guess. I always pictured platinum a little bit maybe more silvery, but this is super pretty, especially for my eyes that are hazel. So I went and I heard a lot about this blush, and I'm a little bit late to the party when it comes to this particular color, and this is the Benefit's Rockateur, and it's described as kind of a rose gold, and that's it right there. It has a bit of a kind of a shimmer to it, not too much though. It does, again, pull a little more warm on me. I wish it would have had a little more pink to it on my skin, but it may work for other people in that sense. But it's pretty. I'm almost getting there, guys. So I went, again, foundation. I went to Blur makeup room here in Toronto on Queen Street West. I was really curious about Face Atelier, and I purchased their Pro Ultra Foundation in 1 porcelain. Beautiful match. It's going to give you full coverage, and it's going to give you a beautiful dewy kind of finish to the skin. Won't be able to wear this during the summertime because it's going to melt off my skin and it's going to make me look like a, you know, oil slick. But for winter, when I just want my skin a little bit livelier, this is fantastic. And along the same lines of that foundation, this is in the Pro form, by the way. It's along with the 0+0- is this Pro Ultra Sheer, and this is a highlighter in the color Champagne, and it's beautiful. They also have another highlighter which is more on the pinkier side. I believe it's Opal or of that nature, and this is generally, again, like it says, Champagne kind of color. I heard a few people on YouTube here talk about this particular, it's a bronzer. I'm like, I don't know how this hell this is a bronzer, but it's by Wet n Wild, a color icon, and it's in the Reserve Your Cabana, and that's the color of it. Like, I'm pretty damn fair, and I don't know how this is going to show up. So I think it's honestly more like the ambient powders, like dim light or something like that. And that's kind of how I've been using it, because this just is not showing up as a bronzer for me. It's pretty and it's cheap, but yeah, I'll have to still play around with it. But that's the Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. Oh, okay. This is something like I need more eyeshadows in my life, but I did purchase this, and this is the Naked 3 palette. And I love rose kind of gold kind of colors, especially with my eye color, that hazily green. This is going to bring out the green in my eyes. I have the Naked one. I don't reach for it a lot, so that's why I was a little tentative in purchasing this one. This one I think I'll get more use out of because it's more colors that I would go towards. Super pretty. Again, a good blend, a good mix of mattes and shimmers. Don't have like a black, but again, I've got enough blacks here, and that they do have dark colors here in the dark side and black heart right down here at the end. But really pretty. I'll get back to you on that if you want more of a review. Not a problem. And it comes with a brush as well. Last foundation that I purchased is the Diorskin Star in 101. This one is the one that everyone's talked about in terms of the luminous finish, and I hate to say it because I think it cheapens the pore foundation, but they like the selfie foundation, the selfie makeup. Anyway, it just gives you a beautiful luminosity. Again, that's the packaging, beautiful packaging. I'm a huge fan of Dior foundations. Really and truly, they work well with my skin. They don't break me out, and they look good. Anyway, so that's that. I have the Air Flash, which people need to talk more about because it's an absolutely beautiful, stunning foundation. So because I was a sucker and I was on a Dior kick, I was at the Dior counter, and this is the Air Flash CC Primer, Radiance Boosting Color Correcting Primer. I think this is kind of like the water from Smashbox, in that you can put it on before or after if you want to freshen your makeup or freshen like the radiance if your skin's kind of gotten dull throughout the day. And I believe it does have a little bit of color to it. Let's just spray it right on my skin. Yep. Well, not really. That's it right there. I used it there and it looks really pretty, and honestly don't notice a huge difference. It could be just bullshit, you know, and I was a big sucker at the time. Or maybe I was feeling really badly because the way she put on my foundation looked like shit. And I wasn't really going to buy that from her because, again, until I played with the foundation myself and put it on myself, then it looked fine. But that's kind of a regret a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, feels nice. Okay, I'm going to quickly talk about, and I'm not going to go into depth with it because I'm expecting another package from them because I like them that much. And it's by a company called ColourPop, and they first came out with lippy sticks and eyeshadows, and this is the lipsticks right here, and I bought it in the color Peach and Cookie, so a nude and a dark brown, and they're in a matte formulation, $5 each. That's US dollars, not Canadian, of course. So exchange rate and shipping will cost you, so that kind of makes it a little more expensive. But if you want a review on this stuff or you want to hear more, I've actually talked about it in my blog about the ColourPop, and I can talk about it more, especially when I get more of the products in, because I only wanted a 5 just to see what they were like. I didn't want to kind of waste my money or my time. So 2 lippy sticks, and I'll put them right here, and then I also purchased their Super Shock shadows. Yeah, beautiful pigmentation. Like I said, $5 each. You do get less in terms of volume and weight, but again, for $5 each and the super pigmentation, you're not going to go through them very quickly. I'm getting a little late to the party with regards to this particular product, and I have finally discovered the Too Faced Melted. And I have them again in extreme colors. I have them in Melted Sugar and Melted Villain. And beautiful, comfortable. Thought they were going to be super glossy and slick, which is why I avoided them in the first place. And I didn't really particularly like the colors that were offered at the time. They were brighter, didn't really like that. So these are beautiful. And my last product, which, Tom Ford, another product. And this is their lipstick, and it's called Spanish Pink. Look at that, how pretty that's going to be, especially in springtime, maybe when I have a little more of a tan. But let me swatch it here quickly for you. So that's it right there. Really, really pretty, creamy formulation. Do I think it's worth its price tag? No, I don't. I think there are beautiful lipsticks out there on the market that are equally as nice for much less. But it's nice to have in my collection. And hopefully I'll get a lot of use out of it. So anyway, I think that's enough damage that I've done, and I think after this I'm going to be done for quite a while. But I just wanted to show you what I've got, and I thank you for watching, guys. And again, if you want any more reviews in terms of a little bit more in-depth look at certain products, let me know in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to go into a little bit more greater detail. So thanks, guys, and I'll see you soon. Mwah. Bye-bye.